If you correspond with Ralf on television, video, or telephone, audio, or you chat, text, or email him, you're giving him permission to duplicate it, rebroadcast it on any of the Take Your Life Back Today show broadcasts.
Yeah, beat your addiction, live free. Ralf Friedrichs is who you see. Listen in when you're feeling low. Take back your life, today's show. Beat your addiction, live free. Ralf Friedrichs is who you see. Listen in when you're feeling low. Take back your life, today's show. Stay positive, hope, and keep faith. Stand strong against any odds that you face. Put away the alcohol and the drugs. Fill your time with the things you love. Addiction is tough, but it's worth the work. Treat your body what it's worth. Spread positivity, inspire all. If we stand together, we will never fall. I help others see the other sides of life. A sober life, letting go of the strife. So give me a call, I can help. 1-844-4405-HELP. Homeless shelters, hospitals, jails, wherever you are. I am Ralf Friedrichs and I am here for you. 1-844-405-HELP.
My name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an addiction recovery coach and the host of the Take Your Life Back Today show. As an addiction recovery coach, I'm going to share something with you and let me be crystal clear to leave an everlasting impact upon you. Just imagine being buried alive. You're in the coffin, but you know you're not dead. You don't know how to get it out of that coffin. You tried lifting your lid, but the enormous weight upon the lid prevents you from opening it. You then tried to bang on the lid to hopefully unsettle the dirt, and maybe somebody might notice and start digging their way down towards you. This is what it's like to feel at the lowest point of alcohol and drug addiction. You know you need help, you know you can't do it on your own, you don't know where to turn. In reality, there are people standing by your grave. You just don't know that. You just think you're going to die. Usually, though, people don't think about death when they're habitually using drugs and alcohol. In order to beat an addiction, you have to be great at repressing the fear of death. I often ask you, my audience, did it ever cross your mind while you're abusing drugs and alcohol that you might overdose and take your life away? And if you're selfish enough to not even care about taking your own life, what about the people that love and need you most? Mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, children, and grandchildren that need you. With this, let me leave one last thought. Don't be like the person that I just talked about. Call me at 844-405-HELP, and I promise I'll help you take your life back before your life is gone. 10 ways to tell if you're confident or if you're just plain arrogant. There's a fine line between confidence and arrogance. This is especially true given both entail a strong belief in one's own abilities. When it comes to the responses they provoke, however, there were similarities end. Confidence is inspiring. Arrogance is a turn-off. Confidence gets hired. Arrogance shown the door. Building confidence takes work. Arrogance is simple. In fact, it's easy to come off as arrogant. Avoid these 12 things I'm going to talk to you about, and don't leave the impression of being a Class A jerk that you would rather avoid instead of being confident around your team. Number 1 is drop names out of context. The name dropper is a character who frequents many local Chamber of Commerce mixers. Name droppers are a dime a dozen, completely unsolicited. They will jabber endlessly about who they know and who they have met and their pal around with them. As a journalist, I interview many great business leaders, one of whom was Starbucks' Howard. He's the CEO, Howard Schultz. Bringing up his name in a presentation about leadership is appropriate. Talking about Schultz with a barrister at my local Starbucks is arrogant. Avoid eye contact. Arrogant people could care less about others. They're only interested in themselves. The arrogant person will constantly be looking past you for someone easy to talk to, someone they think will benefit more than you would. Confident leaders look you directly in the eye and make you feel as though you're the most important person in that room. Number 3 is arrive consistently late to meetings, and then don't even apologize. Arrogant people think their time is more important than anyone else's time. Being late means nothing to them. Confident leaders are timely and quick to apologize when they are off schedule. Number 4 is use condescending phrases and put-downs. Some well-known business leaders have known to be put down others with phrases like, "That's stupid," "They're bozos." These particular leaders are supremely confident, of course, but they've crossed the line of arrogance. I worked for one particular person that was like this, who constantly demeaned his employees. Before long, there was a massive brain drain from his department. He was bright, he was ambitious, and yes, he was confident, but more importantly, bigger yeses, he was arrogant. But his arrogance turned so many people off that they lost loyalty to his team and walked out. Number 5 is strut or swagger when you walk into the room. The best way to describe arrogant body language is dominating. Examples include pointing a finger at someone's chest, hands, or hips, or waving someone off with a flick of a finger. Confidence is open and less intimidating. Number 6 is interrupt conversations frequently. Since arrogant people are only concerned about themselves, they're not really listening to you. Not only are they always on the lookout for someone else to talk to, they interrupt the conversation that you're presently having with them frequently. Let me just bring this up a little. There we go. Have answer for everything. That's another sign. Psychologists say arrogance is a compensation for insecurities and for weaknesses. An arrogant person will rarely say, "I don't know the answer, but I'll find out." Confident people admit mistakes and learn something from their experiences. Number 8 is always one up on the other person. Don't we all know people like that? The other day I was speaking to someone who has a reputation for arrogance, and I noticed a common theme in the conversation with that person. He always tried to one-up everything I said, for example. For example, when the conversation turned to a documentary I had recently seen on sharks, this man said, "No, that's nothing. I swim with sharks." This trait in arrogance is so common that a famous cartoonist has a character known Topper. Confident people don't feel they need to brag. Their accomplishments do the bragging for themselves. Number 9 is blast competitors. Arrogant people can't see strengths in their competitors, and if they do, they seek to minimize those competitors by bad-mouthing them. This simply makes the arrogant person look even smaller. I recently overheard a woman talking to a recruiter and saying vicious things about her former company as well as other companies in the industry. The recruiter listens patiently. When the woman left, I leaned over and asked the recruiter what he thought. He simply rolled his eyes. Take the high road so you don't get an eye roller. Number 10 is blame someone else. Arrogant people can't fess up to their own mistakes, ever. Watch America's Next Top Model with Tyra Banks. The most arrogant young wannabes are the ones who blame others for not taking a good photograph. It's either the fault of the photographer or the makeup artist. Needless to say, they don't last long, even in an industry that has more than its share of divas. Some famous business leaders are unquestionably arrogant, people about whom you may have heard or you maybe even worked with, but the vast majority of inspiring leaders are confident people, not arrogant people. Be a leader people want to follow and not one people would rather avoid in life. These were the 10 signs of an arrogant person. Keep in mind the difference between a confident person and an arrogant person. A confident person truly believes that they are able to do a lot, but they don't brag about it. They don't pump themselves up. They don't drop names. An arrogant person makes you want to believe that no matter what, everyone else is the bad person, everyone else is weak, and they are the strongest person. know the difference between confidence and arrogance. Don't be an arrogant person. It's very unbecoming, and may God bless you.
Have you ever prayed but never got an answer, and wondered if God was really there? Did you feel all hope was gone, but in His time He came along and answered the prayer you thought was gone? There is no prayer too small, for God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. Will ask, you shall receive. No matter what it is, I still believe. There is no prayer too small, and even when we fall, He gives us just exactly what we need. There is no prayer too small, for God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. No prayer too small. He always knows what's right. God hears them all. There is no prayer too small. My God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember,